recording of Daniel Nelson Scott, age 8 years, 6 months. We made this recording because we bought Danny a second turtle which he named Moses. His first turtle is named Myrtle, and we enjoyed the description of who Moses was and decided to record it. The next voice you'll hear is Danny.
Well, first, this lady had a child, and she knew that the child was going to be put in slavery. So she took the child and put it in a basket and let it float down the river. Well, the daughter of the king found the baby Moses, and she told everyone in the kingdom that she had a baby, and they knew that she didn't get it out of her, and you see, when Moses grew up, he saw that what was happening to the black people, to the Jews, and he went down and told Pharaoh to let his people go 3 times, and finally, at the last time, he said, if you don't let my people go, I shall have your oldest sons all die, get sick and die. Well, that's what it started happening. So he decided he should let the slaves go. So when he let them go, he put his army after all the slaves and Moses. And you see, there was this violent storm going on, and you see sometimes the water parts, and they were lucky that it did. And you see that as soon as they got off and Pharaoh's army got in, after the last one got in, the water came back in, and you see, and they all drowned. That's all. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land, tell Pharaoh to let my people go. Well, my first turtle that I got, I didn't know where I got it, and because I was at school when my mom got it. And every time it was time for me to go to bed, I put him in this little corner of the bowl. So in case the water started swishing around, he wouldn't get swished around and get awake. But you see, when I got Moses, my other turtle, it got a little harder because we had to get a bigger bowl, and the island was farther inside. So I'm trying to find another bed. We might have to surround him with rocks, and then open a little hatch in the morning. Well, this morning I fed him some lettuce. The song I'm going to sing is We Shall Not Be Moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree standing by the water. We shall not be moved. Black and white together, we shall not be moved. Black and white together, we shall not be moved, just like a tree standing by the water. We shall not be moved. Stand and fight together, we shall not be moved. Stand and fight together, we shall not be moved, just like a tree standing by the water. We shall not be moved.
Very good. This is a recording of Peter Millard Scott, who is 9.5 years old, in the 4th grade of Chrysler School, who is going to tell first about his aquarium, and he's going to tell us a story that he made up about a mountain lion from a picture that Carol found in her collection for school.
Okay, the first name of my fish is, I'll tell about my 2 guppies. First I'll tell about the male. He's sort of a small, you could say brownish white fish at the front with a little mouth, and his back he's got sort of a rainbow. It's not actually lines, it's sort of a checkered rainbow with all different colors, but not much yellow. Mostly red, because he's full of that. He's full of red. And his name is George. Oh yeah. And the female guppy is mostly white. You can clear's white. You can practically see through her. That's what they probably mean by those see-through dresses. And also, her name is Jill. No, wait, her name is Anne. And, as I told you, she can practically see through her. So, the next fish, is, I've got 5 neon tetras, and the first, I can hardly tell them apart because they're the same size and same color and everything. First I'll tell you what they look like. They've got a red, they're kind of small, and they've got a red, they're about the shape of regular fish too, and they've got a red stripe down the back with a little teeny eyes, and they're sort of skinny and sort of long, but don't get a big long snake in your mind, because they're not a big long slizzly snake at all. They're also kind of tall upward and flat. And one of them's name is Sam, George, Bill, Charlie, and Morris. And now I'm going to tell a story about the mountain lion. First of all, there was this mountain lion sitting on a tree, and then there was this man. This mountain lion was so very, very hungry, it was almost so bad to see, which I turned around and didn't look either. And then all of a sudden, he leaped at my friend and killed him, but he didn't eat him. I don't know why he killed him, just for the sake of killing him, I don't know. But then this rabbit came bouncing along right over his head, And then he took off after this guy, after this rabbit. And then this rabbit jumped on the mountain. And since he was a mountain lion, he had no trouble getting up. And then this guy was high at the top of a peak. And here came the mountain lion jumping up. So he jumped off to his mother, and he ran into the house. And his mother lost his life for the baby rabbit. So the mountain lion wasn't so hungry anymore because he had a big belly full of rabbit. And sometimes in my stories, animals act like people. And so with the fur, this mountain lion put it on and started walking around. I took a picture of that one. He started walking around, but then he couldn't stand up any longer. He fell flat on his face, then ran, thought that somebody hit him. So sometimes I think animals aren't too bright either. And the moral of the story is, when you have a friend, look out. And sometimes you may spare your life for somebody else.
He would never be right if he had lived. Funeral is tomorrow in Athens, Alabama.
swan, a pelican, and a parrot equals nothing. What do you have to begin with to be able to take away a swan, a pelican, and a parrot and have nothing left? Well, if you're going to take those three things away, you have to have had them to start with, don't you? So your answer is C. Those are the three things that you have to have had to take something away from them, to take those three particular things away from them. Let's look at number 5. You have a pineapple, an apple, a lemon, and a banana. Take away what to have a pineapple left? Well, if all you're going to have left is a pineapple, you're going to have to take away everything else. You're going to have to take away the apple and the lemon and the banana. Everything except the pineapple in order to have a pineapple left. And that answer is B. Those three things are taken out. I hope that helped understand what you did yesterday. Now let's turn to page 24 and do our work for today. This is called subtraction, difference of sets, taking sets away. That's what we did yesterday. Look at the first example. A toaster, a teapot, and a frying pan. Take away a frying pan, leaves you with a toaster and a teapot. Now we're going to do it with numbers. Remember that letter N means number. The number in that first set, in the second example there, you have a toaster, a teapot, and a fry pan. There are 3 things there, so that number is 3. And it says take away the number of the frying pan. That's only one thing. So we have 3, take away 1. It's as if we didn't have any pictures at all and just said 3, take away 1. The answer to 3, take away 1 is 2. So the answer is the number 2. Now the 2 things that are there are a glass and a spoon. They don't have to be the same things because this time we're talking about numbers, not things. Now you do the problems on 24 and 25. Let's look at number 1 and do that one together. The number of things in the first bracket are 3. There's 3 things. There's celery and I don't know what that middle thing is, and a potato. 3 things at any rate, whatever they are. Take away the number 2 things. The carrot and the, that's not carrot, that's corn and beet, I guess. Anyway, they're 2 things. So we have 3, take away 2 equals 1. Which one down there has 1 thing in it? Right, A, the beet. It has 1 thing. It doesn't matter what the 1 thing is. It could have been a turnip. It could have been a corn. As long as it had 1 thing in it, that would be the right answer. Because 3 take away 2 is 1. Okay, go ahead and do the rest of this page and page 25. That's all today. Hard substance called blue ground, which contains the diamonds. The blue ground is spread over the drying fields for a year. The weather gradually crumbles it, then it is taken up and run through washing machines, which sort out the stones and diamonds. The value of the diamonds is determined by color, size, and purity. Blue, yellow, orange, brown, and green diamonds have been discovered. The most valuable ones are the pure white. The largest diamond ever found is weighed almost 2 pounds. You overdid my time. That's not important. Oh, sorry, I took 2 pills. I wonder if that's gonna slow down.
In what country is the richest diamond field of the world?
South Africa.
What is the substance containing the diamonds called?
Blue powder mass or something like that.
Why is the blue ground spread over the drying fields?
So that it can harden and crumble.
What do the washing machines do?
They separate the stones from the diamonds.
What are some of the colors of the diamonds?
Blue, green, yellow, and orange.
Which diamonds are the most valuable?
The clear, pure white ones.
How heavy was the largest diamond ever found?
About 2 pounds. Anyone know? Golf. Oh, I'm not too hot at golf.
Golf originated in Holland as a game played on ice. The game in its present form has appeared in Scotland. It became unusually popular and kings found it so enjoyable that it was known as the royal game. James IV, however, thought that people neglected their work and indulged in this fascinating sport, so that it was forbidden in 1457. James relented when he found how attractive the game was. He immediately regained its former popularity. Golf spread gradually to the other countries and became introduced in America in 1890. It had been grown in favor until there is hardly a town that does not boast of private or public course. Squeaky thing.
Okay, let's see.
Where did golf originate?
Holland.
How was it first played?
On ice.
Where did it first appear in its present form?
Scotland.
Why was golf forbidden by James IV?
Because it was neglecting their work.
Why did he change his mind?
Because it was such a fascinating sport.
When was golf first introduced in America?
1507.
What evidence have we of its popularity?
What?
What evidence have we of its popularity?
Everybody plays it. What evidence do we have of its popularity?
There's a golf course in every town. Okay, you want to try the last one? I think I'm doing too much, but I'd rather do too much than not enough.
Okay. The hardest one.
It is. It's the one on industries.
Between 1865 and 1900, the northern part of the United States enjoyed the great prosperity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Many new industries developed, among the making of thread and ready-made clothes. The invention of machinery revolutionized.
I
knew I got that wrong. Methods of inventing machinery, methods of manufacture. For example, introduction of the Mackay sewing machine permitted the manufacture of shoes in big factories. Radical changes of steelmaking allowed enormous. What did I get wrong? allowed enormous expansion of iron and the steel industries. The Bismarck products of smelting was introduced in the country of 1864, and the open hearth process in 1867. As a result, more machinery could be built and factories became more productive. I got that wrong. Boy, that took a long time.
What development is described here? We're only going to put the last number. Messed up here with Mr. Lewis coming up. Let's see. And the first part when you add, the answer is 13, right? We only have room for one numeral, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
How many? Oh, wait a minute. We only have room for one numeral. We only have room for one numeral under here and one under here, right? How many? What is the answer to this one?
Is 15.
Right. How many numerals does 15 have?
2
Right. What is the answer here?
is 13. 10.
And how many numerals does 10 have?
2.
Right. But we only have room for one. So we put the second numeral of the answer under the 9 and the 4. What are we going to put over here?
15.
Oh, we can't put a 15. What are we going to put over there? We only have room for one numeral.
One numeral.
So which one are we going to put there?
2.
No, your answer is 15, right?
Oh, I know. 1.
So we're going to put the last number there. What are we going to put there?
The last number
And what is the last number?
is 15.
No, the last number
Is 5.
5, right. Okay, we'll have to stop there. See, that was the bell already. You must have gotten in late for lunch. Okay, let's see. We got as far as yesterday. Let's go back and review what we did yesterday. What can you tell me about this problem? What is the sign first?
Add.
Uh-huh.
9 is the first.
No, it's not first. It's the last.
It's the last number of all.
The top number.
Of the top number.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And number 4 is the bottom number, but all the numbers.
Mm-hmm. And what are you going to do with those two?
Add them.
Okay. And what happens when you add those two?
It's be 3.
No, it
Okay.
isn't 3. It's what? It's 13. And how much room do you have to write a number there? How many numbers can you write there?
1,
One number. So which one do we write?
3.
Well, the last one.
The
right?
last number.
Right, the last number. Okay, now we're ready to start that's where we left off yesterday. We wrote the last number. Your answer was a 13, and we wrote the 3, or the last number, underneath the last number there. Now we've got a 1, don't we? Left over. Before we do anything else, we have to figure out what to do with that 1.
Put it
So
right.
we're going to take that 1 that we had and add it with these. So we're going to put that 1 up here. So that means instead of 2 numbers here, we're going to have 1, 2, 3 numbers there. Okay, now you tell me, what do we do with the number that's left?
We're going to put 1 right there. So we'll have 1, 2, 3.
What are you going to do with those 3 numbers?
Add them up.
Add them right, okay? Go ahead and add those 3 numbers. What do you get?
$12.
12, right? Okay. Now where are we going to put 12? Your answer is 12, right?
Right there.
You want to put both numbers there?
No,
Which one are you going to put there?
only the 2.
Okay, put the 2 down. Now what are you going to do with the 1 that's left over? 23. Okay, can you do this problem all by yourself?
Both.
Do the whole problem. See if you know what to do. If you do, then we're all done.
15. 5. Let's put it 1.
Go ahead. Let's see if you know how to do it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10. 15.
Just go ahead and do it.
Do this.
Okay, let's go through this one together. You said 9 and 6 was 15, right? Okay, so you put the last number of the 15 down there, didn't you? You had a 1 and a 5. You put the 5 down there, right? Now what were you supposed to do with that 1?
Add it up.
Yeah, but you're supposed to put it not over there. Put it on top here, because you're going to the next column. Then you add a 1, a 6, and a 4 together.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Where are you going to put the 11? That's only a 1. You put the 11. Okay. But you should put something like this. When you had 69 and 46, right? Just writing that problem over there. 9 and 6 is 15. You just put down the last number. And there's the 1 from the 15. The 1 and 5 together makes 15. 6 and 1 is 7. And 4 more than 7 is 11. You put down the last number of that 11. And then here's your other 1 from that 11. And there's nothing else there, so it comes down like that. Okay, can you do this one?
That's 10. 0.
Where are you going to put your 1?
Add.
Okay, go ahead.
8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 11.
Oh, you're going to write 11. Put the last number down. What do you do with the first number? Right. Very good. Can you do this one?
Yes. 11.
Where do you put the 1? Wait a minute. You got an 11 here. Where are you going to go with that 1?
Put a 1 right there. 9.
Okay, put it down. Do you have anything left over? Where are you getting a 1? Your answer was just 9, not 19, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, that's it. 9 and 2 is 11, right? You had a 1 here and a 1 here. Those two together would make 11. So you added 4 and 4 is 8, and 1 more is 9, right? That's all you had. You didn't have another 1 over here. So that's it, right there. No other 1s. You didn't have 19, you just had 9. As long as whenever it's more than 10 or more, see, then that involves two numbers, doesn't it? Because 10 is a 1 and a 0. Whenever it involves two numbers, you take those numbers and put them up here. Let me see what you can do with something like this. Do that. You just keep on doing the same thing you were doing all the way across.
And 5.
Okay, what are you going to do with the 1?
Put right there.
Put Put your 5 down.
Put it right there.
Right, okay.
20.
No, what's 9 and 9?
25.
Look like this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
And 1. You just added 9 and 9, right?
I put the number.
Yeah, but they only had 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was part of it. Okay, so 9 and 9 is 18, right? And that one more is what?
One more.
What's one more than 18?
19.
19, right. Okay, so what are you going to put there?
A 9.
A 9. And what are you going to do with that 1?
Add it up
Where?
right here. Right there.
Okay, now what are you going to do?
Put a 2.
Right, very good. You got the idea. That's called carrying. That's what we call that in math. Because when we put the number down here, we have 1 left that we have to carry over to these numbers. You have to pick it up and carry it over here. And you have 1 left here and you have to carry it over here. It's called carrying. And you can do a string of numbers with 5 of them there if you want to. There's no trouble at all. You should be able to do any problem on here. Now here, you've got 4 numbers to add, but it's no different. Whatever you come up with, you put the last number down and put the first number up at the top and add it in with all the others.
This
But you can do the whole sheet with no trouble at all.
all the way up to here.
Just do any one you like. What do you do with the 1? All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12.
What are you going to do with the 1?
Carry it down.
You put it down, right? There's nothing to add it to, so you just bring it down. Okay, fine. It's as if this would be the same if you had a lot of zeros there, right? 1 and 0 is still 1. Okay?
Hello, here we are at the motorcycle raceway. And here we are. We'd like to speak to Danny Scott. You can hear the motorcycle starting up in the back.